State Department is focused on the real true core issues with the disaster of the last 20 years of war efforts in Afghanistan, which was basically for nothing. Rather, those who had to gain out of the war got what they needed. And what they sold you on, the lie, simply just didn't matter. Taliban is now in control of Afghanistan. But have no fear. The State Department has really been focusing on the real true issues here. And you may be asking me, what is the true issue to focus on, right? All this crazy shit going on out there. We got Glenn and his team who's going out there, flying people out there, private planes to try to get people up out of there that the government was too incompetent to get up out of there, that are being unfortunately told that they can't leave the airport and all that. That's not the problem right now. You know what the true problem is, guys? This goddamn sexist, misogynistic Taliban government has the audacity to have no women present in their government. That's the true problem that we need to focus on. And the State Department, they have voiced their concerns about the Taliban government not having women be a part of their government. That's the true issues that we're dealing with right now. And thank God that the State Department can finally address the true core problems with this disaster known as Afghanistan. Covering from the Hill. The State Department on Tuesday expressed concerns over the makeup of the new interim Afghan government announced by the Taliban, including lack of female leaders and the past actions of some of those appointed to top posts. The State Department spokesperson said in a statement shared with the Hill that although the Taliban has presented this as a caretaker cabinet, it's only temporary. The U.S. will judge the Taliban by its actions and not its words. We've made clear our expectation that the Afghan people deserve an inclusive government. The statement went on to note that the list of names announced by the Taliban earlier Tuesday consists exclusively of individuals who are members of the Taliban or their close associates, and no women. What's up with that? What's up with that? How dare they do that? How dare they do that? How dare they not have women in their government? The announced leaders come after the Taliban last month specifically called on women to join government offices in an apparent attempt to portray itself as the moderate version of the group that previously enforced extreme laws on women and girls. Yeah, it's like the guy, one of the little leaders of the Taliban was like, of course, women have rights under our government. Just has to, of course, be in line with, Islamic law. But of course they have rights. You crazy? You think we be that disrespectful to the women that we wouldn't give them right? We wouldn't honor their rights? We're the Taliban here. Right now, of all the problems that exist that are coming out of this, there's probably some old neon colored weirdo who is cheering on the State Department for really addressing the true problem of diversity and lack of inclusion in the Taliban government. As if that is what's on the top of the list, or at least near the top of the list, of things that need to be prioritized and things that need to be focused on. This is what happens when you put people in charge of shit that shouldn't be in charge of this. And this is what happens when, look, this is the honest mistake that the United States has made, but it's not just referring to military. It's referring to really everything. You can see this in a lot of different avenues, but let's just try to keep it unique to the situation. And that is that people try to place their own set of morals and moral righteousness and expectation of that. They try to place that on their enemies, right? And that is a recipe for fucking disaster. And you're ensuring yourself that you're going to catch an L. Because they don't think like you, they don't live like you, they don't honor that. It's like, you know, what we talk about when I'm talking about like in this country with the left, and how you have people that try to play ball with them, not understanding or not seeming to understand how much they lie, cheat, and steal, and how much they have absolutely no problem kicking you in the nuts, doing low blows, and all sorts of shit. And then your crackhead ass go in the ring and you try to fight them honestly, knowing that they'll lie, cheat, and steal. Like, that's a mistake on your behalf. Okay. But this is, I mean, you've seen this over the last year and all of this woke shit that's sort of infested your beloved government and military, where they talk about how diverse they are as if fucking that has anything to fucking do with if you're able to perform a job. Yeah, I know I'm not the biggest fan of the military at all, but you get what it is that I'm saying, because that's a problem that we're seeing really all across the board in the West. And that's people being put in positions because of some identity shit. And when you do that, you start looking through the lens, or rather they have been looking through this lens that is completely outside of the realm of reality. These guys are fucking weird. Like, that's a weird statement, okay? Let's be like, the fact that there's a spokesperson even wanting to speak on that, that's fucking weird, right? Taliban don't give a goddamn about anything that y'all talking about, man. Regarding the women, they don't give a fuck about that. But you think that's what's, of all issues that we're dealing with out there, you think that's the fucking problem. These guys are weird, man. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.